Hi everybody, this is Yamjuice, and I'm back with a Halo gameplay on Haven. This is Team Slayer, and I'm actually going to go positive. This is one of my earlier games, and here you can see I'm going to try and get the sword or to kill somebody who gets the sword, and of course that's a big fail. I'm using the assault rifle because in my earlier days of playing I thought it would be a good idea. Of course now I sort of realize that the battle rifle is the way to go. But this is a commentary really more about the game Destiny. Ah, shoot. That guy totally owned me with his DMR. Anyway, so what I'd like to talk to you about Destiny is this is a game that has got an unfucking believable amount of hype. I mean, of all the games that are coming out this year in 2014, all the games that have been hyped, there have been some that got a lot of hype. You know, Titanfall was pretty amazing as far as like how much everybody was anticipating it. You know, it was going to be the next big thing. On PlayStation, you know, you had infamous Second Son, which was just hyped to the moon. And of course, you know, recently Watch Dogs, and it came out amid, you know, pretty enormous hype. These games were heavily anticipated, and so far none of them has really quite lived up to the hype. I mean, Titanfall really surprised me with just how quickly it died out. But the thing is, now that we've got the Master Chief Collection that's been announced, that is the mother of all hype, at least for me and some other people here. And I can't believe I actually got that guy. But anyway, the thing is, it's gonna be Destiny. They just had their alpha, and that was just limited strictly to the PS4 people. But that game is all over Twitch. You know, it's all over YouTube. Everyone's talking about it. You know, people are comparing it to other games, and they're speculating about you know, how good it's going to be. And I don't know. It's like it might very well be the next big thing. It probably, there's no doubt that it's going to be huge. When it launches, that game is going to be ginormous. I mean, everybody and their dog is going to get on it. A lot of new players are probably gonna pick it up as their first first-person shooter game that they ever played. But I think the main proportion of people that are going to get the game are the guys who are FPS veterans. Now, you know, the big FPS games, of course, are Call of Duty and Battlefield and Halo, and you know, Counter-Strike guys. I don't know how much the Counter-Strike guys are going to go for it, but anyway, these are the big FPS games, and that's where all the veterans live. The people who buy every FPS that comes along, you know, their favorite. The Battlefield guys are like hardcore fans of their game. The COD guys are hardcore fans of their game, and you know, nobody needs to tell you that the Halo players are big fans. And I managed to get this guy and then die by his grenade, bastard. But what I'm wondering is, who is the audience? Who is the audience for Destiny? On one hand, you know, this is a game that's made by Bungie. So you would think that Xbox players, and by that I mean Halo players, would be rushing out to get this game, you know, because it's made by the developer that's made their favorite franchise. So it's very logical to assume that this is going to be huge on Xbox, except the fact is that they've got an alignment sort of established with the PlayStation. You know, the PlayStation is going to get exclusive content. They'll get DLC for it first. It's obviously an arrangement that Activision has made with the PlayStation. So, you know, it's like a lot of the Halo players, you know, are probably going to feel a little bit, I don't know, disillusioned by that fact. But I mean, I'm sure they're still going to play it. It looks to me kind of like a combination. Of course, it's compared to Borderlands, which I think is very apt for the campaign portions of it. the player versus environment. But to me, it looks really like Call of Duty and Titanfall kind of combined. It doesn't really look very Halo-ish. It looks pretty Call of Duty. So are the Call of Duty people going to be rushing towards it? I mean, the last couple of Call of Duties have alienated, especially the last one, has really alienated a lot of the people who liked Call of Duty. In fact, of my friends who play that game and are pretty dedicated to it, I don't know very many people who still bother with it. And Battlefield, of course, you know, they've kind of shit on their people. That game is kind of toxified, you know, due to the problems that the game has had for so long. A lot of the people I know who are absolutely, completely, you know, rabid Battlefield fans, you know, who think that that's the only game that there is, they've given up on it. They've just flat out given up on it. They just don't want anything to do with it. And the fact that Battlefield Hardline is coming out has actually kind of pissed off a lot of them. So the Battlefield guys are probably going to be kind of primed for a new FPS. And the Call of Duty guys are going to be primed for a new FPS. So I'm just wondering, you know, who is going to be the big... Oh, shit, this guy shits on me with the sword. So who is going to be the audience for Destiny? I'm going to get it. There's no question that I'm going to get it. Are we going to like it? Is it going to be like Titanfall, where everybody gets it and then they play it for a couple of weeks and then they leave off on it? Okay, I managed to get a little revenge with that sword. But I don't know. I think that it could be the next big thing. It could displace all those other games. We don't know. But, you know, when the Master Chief Collection comes out, you know, those PlayStation people can sort of have their they can sort of have their favorite game if they want. I think a lot of people are going to really, you know, stick with the Halo, because that's a game with some real value. As far as Destiny, we don't know. We don't know who it's really made for. Who's going to be the big fans of it? Is it going to have legs? You know, who the fans will be. So anyway, this is a game where I actually did go positive. I know it's not like a beast gameplay, but I did end up going 12 and 10, which is slightly positive. I was using the assault rifle, and I had a lot of fun, and I'm still having fun with Halo. So for you know, for my channel, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.